My wife is actually at home splitting right now. Man, she's a trooper. I knew that by going and delivering that wood today, that she would feel much better. You know, she wants to have this a little firewood side hustle, right? But oftentimes I'm right there to help her, and she's very capable on her own. So she's at home right now splitting wood up, running the machine. She's actually recording a video. I don't think she's gonna be talking much, but I'm running out to the volunteer fire department because they cut a couple trees down in order for them to be able to see more clearly when they pull out of their garage with the water truck and whatever else equipment they have when they're leaving in a hurry. I called up a friend of mine that is a volunteer there, and I asked him, I said, hey, do you guys need help cleaning that up? And he's like, man, if you could help, that'd be great. So the arrangement is that I can go ahead and take all the bigger stuff and leave the brush there. I'm gonna bucket all in the firewood now, throw it in the back of the truck. There's not too much there, but again, it's run by volunteers. I can go ahead and do this. This is my part right here. Helps me out, helps them out. Man, I appreciate you watching. This is getting exciting, everybody. You know, there's nothing more encouraging than seeing progress. And again, I need to thank you guys, because by you watching this channel, it's enabled more opportunity for us right now. And so I really thank you. I truly mean that sincerely. I find it fascinating how the concept of the local community taking care of itself is hard, but it's able to be done, and there's multiple avenues in doing it. I want to say thank you to you all, because indirectly, by you guys watching my videos, it helps out my rural Oklahoma volunteer fire department. It's amazing how the impact can trickle down, right? I started the channel because I love chainsaws and I like cutting. Well, you can only cut so much for yourself. So then it's like, okay, how can I cut more? I can volunteer my time. Who better to volunteer your time for than the local volunteer fire department? Thank you to my local volunteer fire department and all the other ones out there. We don't have the tax base to support a large paid for fire department. These guys work regular jobs and then they get called out at night to help rural residents like myself. And I want to say thank you. I've called them a couple times before. Again, to my volunteer fire department, thank you for doing what you do. You know, it's a beautiful thing. Like I said, you guys watching me makes this possible. I'm able to volunteer my time. Your views help pay for the expense of doing it. It's an amazing circle, and I just want to say thank you. God provides in mysterious ways. I was talking to a gentleman recently that I work with, and he was struggling, and you know, it's easy to struggle. It's easy to feel down and depressed. He's a young man with a young family, and we can all look for ways to help our neighbors out. Not just our family, but our neighbors. And there's ways to make those things happen. Small gestures of kindness, trades in the local community. I mean, the rural community really shows what can be done. Do we have the best law enforcement? The most trained law enforcement? Do we have the fastest response times? The answer is no. But we all get to live out in a place that we love and do life with freedom. And I'm thankful for that. My wife, I think, is at home still splitting. I'm gonna drive up. I'm gonna drop this stuff off over by the splitter. My wife thought that she was gonna clear that up and there was gonna be all the room to drive through. I don't think she realizes I'm gonna be dumping wood there for a little bit. So I'm gonna go ahead and dump this. This is probably like 1/3 of a rick or something like that. I'm guessing maybe 1/4 of a rick, but I believe it's hackberry. The leaves don't look like hackberry. The wood kind of does. I really don't know what it is, to be honest with you. It cut nicely. I think there's maybe 2 different types of trees here. Again, I'm not sure what it is. If you're new to the channel, thank you for being here. If you haven't hit that subscribe button, but you've been lurking for quite some time, please go ahead and subscribe. 90% of my views come from non-subscribed people. And drop a comment, say hi. I know that a lot of people might think it's repetitive. They might see comments and be like, what's the purpose of commenting? Someone's already said that. But as a creator myself and someone on YouTube, my channel is successful based on whether or not you watch through, and you interact, and you show support by thumbs upping and commenting. At some point, I might get too busy to reply to every comment or reply to every email. But let me tell you something. I read everything if I see it. I try to comment to everything. You guys know, if you've been here a while, I interact with you, and I'm very thankful with you. Again, you're not going to bother me by shooting me an email. You really won't. And I consider many of you friends, just so you know. Guys, again, thank you for watching the channel. I'll see you on the next one. Be safe out there. Enjoy God's creation. And I'll see you on the next one. Later. When we got here, there's all that wood everywhere. Made a brush pile so they could go ahead and burn it. Some of you might be wondering why I string trimmed. It's so, first of all, I don't want to be finding any snakes if I don't have to. If I do, I'd rather find them with the string trimmer at a distance. I also wanted to make sure there wasn't a bunch of wood hiding off in the brush. That's what we got done. and that pickup truck is loaded up nicely, and we're gonna go ahead and head on back home. This has been exciting. I'm appreciative of the opportunity.